Hey guys, my name's Gloria and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a little quick bookshelf tour. I enjoy watching bookshelf tours. I have been avoiding making one myself because I am not aesthetic. I don't have a style. I'm not good at arranging things in a nice way or anything. But I decided to make one because I did see a video from Wicked Pluto's Wicked Reading. She just mentioned in one of her videos that she likes watching them, other people's ones, because she likes being nosy, and I was like, yeah, I like being nosy too, so I figured I would just let people know what I have on my shelves. One thing I will say is that I only put books on my bookshelves that I've actually read. So I have a load of books in other rooms and on tables and chairs and everything that I haven't read yet that I'm meaning to read, but everything on my bookshelves I have actually read. I also share my bookshelves with my housemate and my boyfriend. We originally had 3 of these Billy bookcases from IKEA, and they were filled with all my books, but then we needed more, you know, just for our souls, mine mainly. And my boyfriend has now filled, they said I couldn't fill them, they were wrong, but my boyfriend has filled his section over there with all of his Warhammer ones, so you know, we're both as bad as each other, but I actually read mine. Let's take a look at my shelves. So these are the main bookshelves. I have more up there, but there's a couple of cool things up top, some vinyls of different bands. This is my housemate's shelf of art from The Hobbit, some anime stuff. I've got Magic the Gathering cards. He's a fucking nerd. I have a book that I got from my friend, got me for my birthday. It's just pictures of dogs smiling. Perfect for me. This is one of my favourite lamps. I won this at a burlesque competition. I was just in the audience and I won it. I have little creepy Halloween decorations everywhere, by the way. This is my collection of hardbacks of a series of unfortunate events. Fun fact that I have those books is because I was punishing my father. He made me go to church every Sunday, and there's a little tiny bookshop in my town that's closed down now, and I found that they were selling those books and I wanted to read them, so every day after church I would make him take me to the bookshop and I would use his money to buy one of those books. Did he know that I was punishing him? No. But in my head I was punishing him. So, you know, screw you. We also have the Mighty Bush book, if anyone is a fan of Mighty Bush. We have In Deep Dark Wood by Marita Conlon McKenna. She is an Irish writer. That is one of my absolute favourite books, actually. From my childhood. It's about a little girl and dragons. I loved it. We also have a classic Pippi Longstocking. Pippi Goes Abroad, like, by Astrid Lindgren. Like, you can't go wrong with good Pippi Longstocking, in my opinion. Next up is just kind of random. So this is one of the things, I don't really have a thing for my bookshelves. I just put them where they fit. There's a picture of my boyfriend's face on a Warhammer dude, because that's how cool we are. So I have a great children's book there that I really like, Paperbacks from Hell. This is just sort of the random ones that didn't fit in my other things. That's my boyfriend's version of The Lord of the Rings, actually. Got a couple of Goosebumps there, and some books that I've gotten to review. But yeah, The Stinging Fly is an Irish magazine. It's quite popular. I also want to show you my collection from Blind Boy. If you don't know who he is, he's an Irish, fantastic Irish artist and comedian, and he writes some cool stories as well. We've also got one of the turtle dudes on a skateboard. I've just started turning around a couple of books because I think they look cool, and that is the height of my design skills. Thank you. I like to stick googly eyes on things, especially the guy who shouldn't have eyes. I got this little tomato ketchup at a thing, and it's all squishy and fun, so well, it's gone now, never mind that. Goodbye. Nice little oil lights as well. So obviously we have this one that I read recently. These are just kind of the random ones that I didn't have a place for. We've got an old school version of Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. We've got Bunny. This is one of, way before I had my blog or anything, I reviewed a book for this guy, or I think I was even a beta reader. So this is Uzu by Jade Verelst. I think he's from South Africa, and this is like, I really enjoyed this. This is like a little sort of post-apocalyptic thing with this robot and this little fairy girl and this little teddy bear, and I just thought it was adorable. I actually need to read that again. I also have, I find this in my uncle's old stuff. Really old Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Gross Wiener High School. So he stole it from school. I think he went to school in Belfast. How old is this? I can't see when this one was actually published. Well, my uncle would have went to secondary school in like the 60s or 70s or something. It's a really old hardback cover. There's the whale in the sky. So I decided to keep that in his collection when he passed away. And the rest of these are just your usual things. I've got the Picnic at Hanging Rock. I actually need to give this away. I have Conversations with Friends by Sarah Rooney, an Irish writer. I've met her, she's lovely. This just isn't my kind of writing. It's just, yeah, not my thing, so I actually need to give that away, so if anyone wants it, let me know. Ooh. As you can see, it's a great time to be doing things. We've got a little Jack, Christmas Jack here, of Fuzzy Pumpkin. I'm always dropping this fucking clock, and it's my housemate's. I'm surprised it still works. This is one of my main horror shelves. I've got a couple of graphic novels here. So this one is, we've got American Vampire. Stephen King is involved in that. We've got Witches. I could never find the volume 2 of that. It was never on sale. I think when I went back to get volume 2 or something, they recommended this. I love the artwork. We also have these by Michael Clark and John Berg. I was asked to review. Also, Joe Pulaski I was asked to review. I have Whispers in the Dark. I was originally sent that to review, I think, yeah. I have, there's a Keelan Burke. This is also from my childhood. I don't actually think I read the other ones in this series, but I really loved this as a kid. I might try it again and take a look at the other ones in the series. This is the Amulet of Samarkand by Jonathan Stride. It's about these demons, which is one of my favorite things. I have 2 of the Dorothy McCardles, who's an Irish Gothic writer. I haven't read the 3rd one yet, so it's not on the shelf. Anya Eilborn. Got my couple of Shirley Jackson. I have a few more on my TBR as well. And I just put ones up there that I can't fit anywhere else. Next up, I have a bit of symmetry with my aisles. Next up, I have a skull with eyes, which is creepy. Another one I've turned around because it's cool. This is a Sheridan Le Fanu in a Glass Darkly collection. I really like this collection. It's an Irish writer, really creepy gothic stuff. Much recommend. Oh, this actually shouldn't be here. I bought this. It looks fancy, but it's like just published a couple of years ago. Dostoevsky short stories. I haven't actually read this, so this shouldn't be on the shelf. Whoops. I have this lovely little horror non-fiction book called Sleeping with the Lights On by Darryl Jones, who is a professor in Trinity College Dublin. It's this lovely little book about horror and horror tropes and why we love them so much. I've got 2 kids' Terry Pratchett's here. These are the only Terry Pratchett's I've read. And I really need to read some more of his stuff. We've got Only You Can Save Mankind and Johnny and the Dead. I remember enjoying these a lot when I was a kid. This one I stole off my sister, so sorry about that, Arlene. This is Secrets by Enid Blyton. It's got The Secret Island and The Secret of Spiggy Holes. I read this book at least like 15 times in my childhood. I absolutely love this book. I love this little band of kids going off and living by themselves on an island and figuring things out by themselves. I absolutely loved it as a kid. I have my own Mary Shelley Frankenstein with the first Attack on Titan. I've seen the show, but I haven't got around to buying the other books for that. We've got a classic James Joyce here, Portrait of the Artist. We've got The Hostel Life by Malatu Oche-Okore, she is an Irish woman, originally from Nigeria, who had to live in horrible conditions in direct provision in Ireland, and she wrote some great stories. I've also got Neil Gaiman here. I've only got 2 of his books. I think Neverwhere is over in the corner there. And we have Spare and Fine Parts by Sarah Marie Griffin, who was kind enough to sort of mentor me recently and give me some advice on writing and stuff, so thank you very much for that. And on to the only one that has any real aesthetic, my Stephen King shelf. So these are just the Stephen Kings that I've read and decided to keep. I'll probably get rid of the Outsider once I reread it again. I didn't really enjoy it. Of the ones I've read and decided to keep. Oh, actually, I need to get rid of Dreamcatcher. I really didn't enjoy that. But I've got Dreamcatcher, I've got Dr. Sleep, I have Carrie, Misery, Thinner, Firestarter, one of my favourites, 4 Past Midnight, another one of my favourites, Pet Sematary, The Shining. I do like these colouredy ones as well. I've got Salem's Lot, I've got It, hidden behind Mr. It himself, yeah. I've got this Kill Skull that's made of skulls as well. Very amused by that. I've got The Outsider, The Institute, and Gerald's Game as well. I have a couple more in my TBR. I have The Dome and The Stand as well. I just haven't got around to reading them. Next up is sort of my fantasy collection, I guess. I have this this is actually a candle. This is entirely made of wax. It's a very shit candle because it does not actually burn, but it smells very nice. It's got a little Halloween decoration here as well. I have the Inheritance series starting with Aragon. You will notice Aragon is missing because I gave it to a friend's little sister and I'm not friends with her anymore, so I can't ask for it back, so I need to get another one. Oh, you're stuck. I have my collection of the Lord of the Rings, all 3 of them in the one thing. It's like well over 1,000 pages, and you can see the spine is messed up from me reading it. I've also got the Silmarillion. Now, shouldn't really be on the shelf. I've only read some of it, but shut up. I talk about this a lot. This is one of my favourite series ever. It's called The Shadow League, book 1 of The Shadow League. by Maggie Fury, who was an English writer who did end up living in Ireland for a long time, but I absolutely love these books. This one, the spine is really messed up because my brother gave it to me and I didn't realise, I was really young, I didn't realise there were other books and I didn't find them until years later, so these ones are in slightly better condition. I also have Queen of Crime and Whispers by an Irish writer, sort of courtly assassin book. We have Tales in Somber Tones, an illustrated one that I was asked to review, Wilder Girls, and Truth of the Shadows by Slade Templeton. I did a review of that recently. This is just all my housemate's stuff. He's got a lot of music stuff, and I put googly eyes on his mirror's edge thing because it amuses me. I think that's all from my books in this. Now I do have my college edition of the Northern Anthology of Theory and Criticism, 2nd edition. Been meaning to reread that, like that's ever going to happen. Don't know why I'm zooming in here, you can't see nothing. Well then, ow. Oh yeah, I've got my Pop Magic books just sort of down there, and a Cyanide and Happiness book of my boyfriend's. All of these shelves are right behind the TV, so, whoops. And I'm currently trying to redo them, so it's all just a bit of a mess. Got a Jigglypuff down there too. Oh, there's lines on the screen. I wonder if you can see that. That's weird. Okay, so this is where my books all started. This is actually... Ooh! There's a mirror over there. This is where my books all started. This was our first set of bookshelves. This was where I tried to film my first couple of videos in my boyfriend's little alcove here. It was way too dark and way too horrible. And we got some new shelves, and thankfully moved all my stuff over there so I can film over there if I feel like it. But these are basically his shelves now. He is a complete nerd and I love it. He does Warhammer, so we have Warhammer, 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 more Warhammer, got some more Warhammer. Over here we've got some Warhammer. I think that's most of them. He actually has a lovely little collection from his childhood of the, what are they called? The Edge Chronicles. Fantastic illustrations by Chris Rydell. I tried to read these and they killed off a character and it made me really sad, so I couldn't read them anymore. He was also, being a nerd of course, he's got The Hobbit here and this funny little book called Muddle Earth. That's sort of a play on Lord of the Rings stuff. Do we need any more packs of cards? No, we don't. This Tim Burton one is mine. The rest are all just his. He likes to collect things. We have some virtual reality Chihuahua, Clever Girl. I have a Heck Me and Find Out sticker, and Don't Heck With Me sticker as well. So that's all the nonsense. But, so this, I'm too short to actually get it down or anything. This is my collection of, hardback collection of all the Narnia books. My cousin got it for me when I was like 12, and it was like, it's still one of my favourite possessions. I absolutely love it. Got some Harry Potter pop figures here. I am a Hufflepuff. Don't hate me. All of the first book and stuff. Got some. My housemate's got some Deadpool little dudes over here. Quite like that. Not everything. So I really should move my books from over here. However, I forgot about these. So, Under the Skin is mine. Whatever that Templar thing is not. Neither is Dan Brown. That's my boyfriend's. Tom Clancy. Don't know what the hell it is. The Queen of the Tearling is a YA fantasy novel that I quite enjoyed. I also love Philip Pullman. As you can see, I've got the Golden Compass series, his Dark Materials. Got a couple of these that I just found in charity shops. The Shadow of the North and Count Karlstein. I have Cloud Atlas by David Mitchell. I have this one, The Innocent Mage by Karen Miller, that I started but didn't bother picking up the other books, really. Again, here's some Harry Potter things. This brings me so much joy in life, having a Dementor with googly eyes. Here's a picture of me and my friends in Amsterdam. We're very normal people. This is a mask of my friend's face that I stole from his birthday party. Very normal people. Behind this, I think Great Expectations is mine. Emma might be my boyfriend's. Got another Dan Brown for my boyfriend. We All Fall Down is this random book. I think I may have gotten it from my uncle's collection as well. He had a lot of books. By Robert Cormier, about this violent crime that happens in this town, and yeah, I remember it being quite well written. I've got To Kill a Mockingbird, Romeo and Juliet, Jane Eyre from Esquire apparently, oh yeah, I have the screenplay for Trainspotting. Don't know why. I know my uncle again. We have To Set a Watchman by Harper Lee. Very well written. Didn't like it though, because it obviously ruins To Kill a Mockingbird, or what we thought To Kill a Mockingbird was. This is actually an uncorrected proof, I think you call it, from an Irish short story collection that I was sent. It was very cool. Over here we have my little Russian, this is for a microphone, but I think it makes a cool Russian hat. My little Russian owl. I have Magic 8 Ball, again, stolen from my sister. Ask question 9 and I shall tell you the answer. As I see it, yes. That's the answer to your question. So this is sort of my non-fiction section. Robert Wilde, English comedian, How Not to Be a Boy. It's sort of a biography of his. We have The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks up there. We have the Burlesque Handbook. Quite a nice little book there. These, I think these are actually my housemates. Martian, Ready Player One, and Astronaut's Guide to Life on Earth. I live with absolute nerds. Here's a little We Should All Be Feminists by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Ruined that name, trying to remember that. I'm a huge fan of Darren Brown. I love his stuff. I saw him live and I was a little bit disappointed, but I do enjoy his books. They're quite interesting. He does a lot of psychology and stuff in it, and they're quite funny as well. This was given to me by a friend. It's the biography of Portia, who is married to Ellen DeGeneres, who's not very popular right now, but this is about her struggles with anorexia throughout her life, so it was quite a good read. I do have the 2 Stephen King non-fictions on writing, which is fantastic. Dance Macabre, which it was kind of like reading a textbook. It's very involved about horror movies and stuff, but there's some good lists in there, books and movies to read. We also have The Power of Now and A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. So the first book, A Power of Now, I think they have a lot of weird stigmas to them, but that originally was kind of what saved, don't want to be dramatic, but it kind of saved my life with my anxiety and depression and stuff. I've since learned that some people take much different lessons from that book. A friend of mine, turns out she's very into it, and she was talking about a lot of things that I don't think are scientifically possible. I'm dating a physicist, so I'm very into scientific evidence and whatnot, so don't think I would agree with all of the findings in that, but it's definitely something that helped me with anxiety for myself. But I think that's all of my books. I'm absolutely sweating. This is how This is how unfit I am, absolutely sweating. I'll show you a couple of my oops. I'll show you a couple of my boyfriend's pins. We are fans here of the Flight of the Conchords. We saw them live. They're absolutely hilarious. That's another little blind boy pin. We've got the meme of Nigerian, or no, Ken? Is it Ken? Ugandan knuckles, that's what it is. Ugandan knuckles. So there you go. That is a tour of my chaotic bookshelves. Hope I haven't revealed any horrific secrets that my boyfriend or housemate wanted to keep secret, but that's your problem now. So thank you for joining me on this randomness. I hope I have helped out some nosy people if you're interested in seeing what's going on here. Thank you for joining me. I shall see you in the next video and promise to be less sweaty.